Mic check, mic check.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that exists. People put beer.
Beer series.
5 o'clock.
It's
Thursdays.
5 o'clock, and you're watching Chelsea and Tony live. And today's theme is black and white photos. So submit them now. Quick, quick, quick.
SDP.io/submit.
Yep, that's how you do it. And this episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. They have beautiful award-winning designer templates, an all-in-one platform, the best customer support. It's 24/7, y'all. And it's so easy to use. If you can drag and drop, you can make a Squarespace website. So start your free trial today at squarespace.com/Tony and enter the offer code portfolio for 10% off your first purchase. Thanks, Squarespace.
Hey, if you already have a Squarespace website, go to sdp.io/link and we can review your portfolio live during the show. You can even do it if you have a demo. So set one up real quick and we'll take a look at it maybe next week.
No credit card needed. You don't need it.
Thanks, Squarespace. You can use hashtag TCLive on Instagram or Twitter, or if you want to ask us questions during the live show, just type them in the comments.
And guess who will tell us about your questions?
I have no idea.
She's here and she's beautiful. It's Sam.
Sam Shannon from Samantha Annette Photography, an amazing portrait photographer of her own.
Is an incredible photographer.
Yeah, I love your work, Sam.
And she has a really cool Instagram. So if you want to see what's up with this cool, talented lady, you could go there and check it out. Look at that. I see a dog. I see all sorts of stuff.
Awesome.
Cool, Sam.
And we have Justin here in the studio. What you drinking tonight, Justin?
This is Maker's Mark. That's pretty good.
Your camera didn't go.
There we go.
You are.
Maker's Mark, everyone. Cheers.
Justin, that's fancy.
Okay, so we're looking at your black and white photos today. While you're sending your photos in, we'll go through a couple of bits of news. Oh, next week on the 14th, I think.
Yes, we'll be here on Valentine's Day. Sam is going to join us. She's so kind. And we're going to be talking about love.
So that's the theme for your photos.
Yeah, this is a photo of us. This is like from when we first met, Tony.
I know. Look at all that dark hair that I have.
Yeah. We were so
you really
young.
Took away all my dark hair. What happened to me?
Well, I'm a stressful woman, but I'm worth it.
Every week, the people who get to pick during the show go into a pool where you can vote on them after the show at sdp.io/vote. So after the show sometime tomorrow.
It takes a little while because we have to like load the pictures and stuff, but then you can go vote. And the winner from 2 weeks ago was Ahmed Bracy. So congratulations. Woo!
Yay, nice shot, Ahmed. You get a gift certificate to the Northrup Photo Store where you can buy our books and DVDs.
So $20 gift certificate. You can get a t-shirt, you can get books, you can get multiple ebooks.
They have cool patches now.
We have patches that say official stunner with 5 stars. You can put it on your hat. You can put it on your back. You can put it on your dog. Anywhere.
Okay. Let's cover a couple of bits of news and then we'll go take a look at the photos in just a few minutes.
Sure.
We have the new Mavic Air in. We've been playing with it a lot. What did you think of your flight today, Chelsea?
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's very small. And we had the Spark, which they said it was small, but the props didn't fold in. So it actually wasn't that easy to transport. I wasn't that fond of it. This one's easier. It folds in nicely like the Mavic. I think it's easier to transport. I could see me just throwing this in a backpack when I travel.
Yeah, I thought, and we took it out to the coast where it was super windy and it did a great job of fighting the wind. All the footage seems to look great so far, but we'll have our full review out next week.
There are a few more tests I'd like to do, but so far so good. I didn't use the gestures yet, and on the Spark, that was the thing where I was like, I really hated it.
Yeah.
But I think they've improved the gestures.
I tried the gestures. They worked great, but they're still useless. I did them and I'm like, oh, they work now, but I will never do that again. There's no use for that.
Tony, explain this picture to me.
I for a long time, I've said that NASA is the best photographers in the solar system. And now Elon Musk and SpaceX like threw down the gauntlet. Because when you look at those space pictures, they're cool. But the one thing they lack is a focal point, right?
A focal point.
So what Elon did was he took his actual Tesla Roadster, a functioning car, stuck Spaceman here in it, put in some weird little Easter eggs, and then literally launched it into space. And these are actual photos of this car as it's leaving the Earth's orbit and heading out further into the solar
You
system.
can watch the video. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, definitely look up the
Look
video.
at this one.
These are actual photos. These have got to be the best car photos ever taken, right? Who's ever done anything? Nobody's ever done anything like it. It's the only car in space. It's crazy.
The first car in space.
But it only had a limited battery supply for its cameras and radios and stuff. And so this is the last shot we'll ever see out of it.
Look at the attention to detail. The arm up on the side, like he's just cruising.
I know. He's
Just cruising
chill.
towards the asteroid belt. No big deal.
All right. It's your move, NASA.
Let's not make this a competition. We don't need more than one car in space.
They could do a llama, maybe. We
A
always use that
llama.
as a focal point.
That would be the saddest picture. Just a dead llama floating in space.
Peter Lick is often considered the wealthiest photographer. He sells prints often for more than $1 million, and they always hit the
Peter,
news.
that's cool.
But this week, Peter released this photo, along with a story of the effort that he went through to take the photo, and it's definitely super fake, as everybody on the internet has already proven. First, moonshots are hard, but there's people are competing over the many different ways that they can prove that this photo is fake.
But why wouldn't he just call it a comp and move on with his life? Like,
I think that would be fine.
Nobody's against that.
Yeah, but this is actually the second moon comp that he's done where he talks about it as being real, but it's definitely a comp. And my favorite way to prove that it's wrong out of the many is that the clouds actually go in front of and behind the moon.
That's a special kind of moon.
Yeah, it's a very close. The moon was very, very close this day, just below the clouds. Was that maybe 5,000 feet or so?
Ooh. Well, I think he should just call it a comp, and it's a really beautiful comp.
Got nothing. I've comped moons into shots before. Just don't deceive people about it. Just
Yeah,
gotta
that's
be
what
honest.
I'm saying.
It's fun. This is just a rumor, but it's pretty much certain. Leaked pictures of the Sigma 12 to 24 f2.8, one of the new art lenses, pretty much directly competing against. Tamron has one, Nikon has one of this exact same focal length. Canon has several that are pretty similar.
Okay.
So that's coming, just so people.
That's happening.
And that's about it for the news. There's not too much going on. We should take a look at some pictures.
Okay.
Let's see what we
We
got.
getting a lot of pictures, Sam?
This is a very popular category.
I thought this would be a popular one.
There's a lot. I would be surprised if we got past this first round today.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a challenge.
No, it's not a challenge I'm ready for.
Okay, I'm going to start in the middle because sorting.
Okay.
Whoa, why are you flipping around? Okay. Leighton Mouchette.
That's a pretty picture. I like the expression, very sweet expression.
Yeah, I love the shot. Very simple composition, no distractions in there. I love that, kind of peering under the wood like that.
Nice
Great
light.
shot. I don't have anything to say, Leighton. You nailed it. Enchanting with Winter Path by Benjamin Peterson.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of Photoshop work done here. Like the sign definitely detracts a little bit from it for me. It feels like the blown out part in the middle feels a little distracting. Oh, I like that crop.
You like my crop? Because this
Yeah.
was very distracting in the foreground,
You're right.
and now this is the subject, the road. Okay.
Great shot, Benjamin.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
that's really cute.
The eye contact is really sweet. Both of them have cute expressions. That's really nice.
Yeah, I think if you could have gotten down a little lower to their eye level, it would have helped a little bit. But I know these moments can be fleeting, and you don't get to pause with the world and
You could tell the dog,
recompose
hey,
things.
could you do that again?
Yeah. Great shot, good capture.
I might even just isolate the picture a little bit.
Yeah, I was a little uncomfortable with the framing on her hands, kind of cropping into her fingers like that.
Ooh, Cheryl. This
Nice
is
shot,
tough
Cheryl.
because you don't want to blow out the whites. You did a good job with that, but the eye is a little dark, so I might just bring that out. But I like that you got close.
Whoa.
Wow, this
I have
is
never seen anything like
really
this.
spooky.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it a statue or is it people with a? I can't tell from my view because
I-
I have a small
I think they're
screen.
body painted people.
Is it really?
With a mask on? I can't tell if it's
Like
real.
the face makes it look like it's maybe like a statue.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Can we go in a little more?
No.
That's as deep as I can go. Ooh, what do you think, Chelsea? Is this a pick?
I don't know. Is
Or
that
it
what you want to do?
5 stars? I'm going to give it 5 stars since you're not certain about it. I
Okay.
think it's a great shot. There we go. Equestrian barn. So much of the foreground here, this is like more than a third of the picture is just this kind of snow with these barriers in the foreground. And I think the focal point here has to be this. If there was, a horse jumping over one of these things or something that made it more interesting, then this would make a good foreground, but just needs something a little more unusual to see. Oh, Troy Hall.
Oh, that's
Macro shot like this.
a lot of detail.
Zoom back a little.
Interesting. Nice one, Troy.
Yeah, great shot.
Right. I'm going to be a little bit faster today so we can make it through more.
Oh, man. I love the isolation of this shot.
yeah,
all
it's
right,
interesting.
you get a pick. You made Justin speak up, so.
Ooh, Justin.
Is that what the kind of bird it is? A lapwing? I've just never heard of that.
I haven't
I don't
either.
know.
This is a nice picture, but I'd like to see a white point. So press Alt on your keyboard, and then when you drag the whites, it will tell you when you get a white point.
Yeah, that definitely helps. And I would just be careful with the processing. It's
I think the whole exposure needs to
over-sharpened
go
or
up.
something. Yeah.
Let me bring this back down. And then,
Yeah, I like to work from top to bottom in Lightroom, like exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, whites,
top to
blacks.
bottom. That's smart advice.
Whoa, that's very
Ooh.
cool. I like the use of just textures and simple
Sarah.
composition.
I love the interesting textures and light. I'm going to give you a pick.
Yeah,
It's
I agree with
creative.
that. Great
I
job,
like
Sarah.
seeing something different. Oops. I'm going to go back one because we missed this dog
Okay.
picture. It's nice and sharp, good light and good focus. I'd like to see more context about what this doll is about, but you nailed all those other parts. Oh, muñeca. This looks like it's the horse's Instagram, and the horse wants to show you it's in Ireland.
I'm going to give that one a pick. I think it's an amazing
Yeah.
shot.
I love it.
I
Great.
like anything with horses, so I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too, Sam.
Easy pick from Sam.
Ooh, I love that dark cloud.
Yeah, those God rays look great. You got a bird in
Nice
there.
contrast.
Definitely watch the fringing. Use a graduated filter with this because you have this kind of fringing going on here. I think stp.io/fringe will take you to a video.
Ooh, yeah.
Just a very slightly different
We
editing.
have
and
a
you won't even
viewer
know.
watching that drinks every time we say sdp.io, and so I'm concerned about them. Okay?
Should we try to kill him tonight?
No,
No.
I'm not that kind of lady.
I definitely want to see some more of the subject here.
Yeah, it's a little dark and grainy. Okay. You're going to
And
go for it?
I like the headlights completely blown out like that. I think it's a very cool shot.
You're a cool shot.
You could probably even use a slower shutter speed. Like the wheels they're kind of frozen, and a little panning here not only would let you get a little brighter, but show a little more action.
Brighter bud.
This almost looks infrared.
Avery Island Buddha by Carl. I like it.
Yeah, Torii gates are such an awesome focal point.
I'm going to give you a pick, Carl.
Great shot, Carl.
Oh, man. That's how I look. I just know it. I'm going to up the contrast, and then I want a white point in there, you know?
What do you think she sees on her smartphone?
Well, I just don't know. Someone probably said something stupid. Okay. Nice fog. D'Angelo, it looks like you were very close to having a fog plan. Okay. A little cluttered.
Yeah, we just need to maybe like this is in the foreground and this is in the foreground.
This is getting like cut
wire is in the
off. Yeah.
foreground and
But I think you had a good eye for that interesting fog on the water with the boats. Now just isolate it a little bit so that, it's not so busy.
good suggestion. Coffee rag. I like that shot.
Smoking inside. What year is this?
Yeah, good point.
Oh, film 15 years ago
Still, 15 years ago?
in
Yeah, I guess
probably Europe.
I remember when they outlawed smoking in New York, so it couldn't have been too long ago.
I Wonder by Jan Bach. Um, I Here's what I like. I like this kind of spooky hard lighting, but I kind of think it doesn't match the mood. Like right now, she's almost like daydreamy, but I think if you'd got like intensity in the hands, like a scary movie, I think that then this would all match. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Great job, Jen. Cal Manchester leading lines.
I like the geometry and the contrast here, Kyle. Whoa,
Okay.
this dude looks like a party.
It's just the only thing that bugs me is this big part in the foreground here that's out of focus.
Oh,
This is
macro
very
of a
cool.
music box.
Oh, I really like this.
I'm gonna give you
There's
a
something
pick.
about it. Yeah, I wanted to give that one a pick too. I love that the little tins were bent up a little.
Sam, do our viewers have any kind of questions or comments for us?
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh,
We've
good.
got lots.
Tell me.
Okay. Let's start at the top. Let me scroll up. Okay. DAV Pink would like to know, have you heard anything about Sigma lenses for the Sony mount yet?
Definitely their interim solution was to make that adapter, which you could use with any of the Sigma lenses, but they are supposed to be working on E-mount lenses, but I haven't heard anything beyond that. Sorry.
Okay. Martin Turner would like to know, have you or are you going to review the new Canon 85 1.4?
Oh, yeah, they have an 85-1.4 with image stabilization,
Oh, that's
which I think
nice.
is real useful.
Wow.
We could probably do that as a part of a bigger video, right? People wanted us to do our portrait lens video for Canon.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it is tough. So maybe, yeah, we'll put it on the list. We kind of like prioritize the stuff that we're curious about, and we were really interested in Nikon portrait lenses, so that's why we did that.
Yeah, I was just looking for a lens because I bought one and it was crappy, so I wanted a new one.
None
I
of.
like that you're testing Nikon gear. I'm on board
Sorry,
with
I
Oh
was
yeah,
this.
you
just
like
gonna
that, Sam.
ask. None of those lenses had image stabilization in that.
No,
Okay, I thought so. I just wasn't sure.
I don't think any 85 ever has until Canon made that one. Well, Sony, I mean, if you have a stabilized sensor, all the Sony ones will do it, but
What else, Sam?
Just got Ben Baru just paid $2 for a question.
thanks, man.
Reversed 50 millimeter for macros versus 50 millimeter with extension tubes. I don't really understand that question, but maybe you do.
Oh, I think he's saying, should I reverse the lens or just use extension tubes? And I definitely find it easier to use the extension tubes because that'll let you adjust the aperture. I mean, maybe you have a manual aperture on your lens, but reverse lenses are fun to work with. They get extremely close up, but I find them just kind of hard to control. So it's
Yeah.
definitely like a plan B for me. Extension tubes are easy and you can always throw more extension tubes on and get as close as you want.
Hmm.
Cool. Big Ed, KC01, just has a comment. He took his first moon picture learning from you, Tony, and he loves it. And he said, loves the lunar rule F11, and he said his friends all think he's cool now, and he did crop it just for you, and he loves you guys.
Oh, that was
Thanks, I love you
sweet.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody should go out and take a picture of the moon with just whatever you have. It's super
It's
fun.
fun.
It's just the right amount of challenge.
Yeah, it's
and you can
rewarding.
get really cool results. Let's look at a few more pictures.
Yeah, let's boost up this contrast here.
I jumped around a little bit and then I stopped on this picture because I like the simplicity of it. I like the angular shapes. Interesting subject.
It is. Oh,
That's a really cute, kind of candid picture. I like the eye contact.
I like that
Could
one a
even be
lot.
tighter.
I'm gonna give this one 5 stars. Wow! Do not fear this tooth monster.
Nice shot, Mega Zero Miko.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah, I like it. I like the.
I'm gonna give this one 5 stars too.
Oh, you went back. Okay. Self-portrait.
A self-portrait, those are tough. Really hard to get focus. I like that you thought about your outfit and you thought about the lighting. I'd say it's a little blown out, so you're losing. Do you see how your chin goes right into your neck? So you're losing some of that definition and some of the sharpness on the face. So just be a little careful about that.
Yeah, I think he overexposed it and then tried to bring the highlights down to fix it, but the highlights were lost, so it comes out gray.
Once you blow out the highlights, that you can't bring it back. So just be careful about that.
It's tough when you're trying to like expose yourself and you're trying to be behind the camera. And
We
in front of
have
the
a
camera.
video about histograms that would help you.
Yeah, and chapter 8 has a video on chapter 6. No, whatever the portrait chapter in STP is has a self-portraits video.
If you don't know what he's talking about chapters, we have a book. I don't know if people
maybe
have
you've
heard of it. It's called Stunning Digital Photography. Okay, Foggy Mountain by
This picture's
Jason,
beautiful.
by Tamara and Jason.
I still kind of want it to have a white point though. Don't you think it's a little just gray?
There we go.
Justin says,
Justin said, mm-hmm. This is beautiful.
Yeah, but I think if we drop the highlights, we can maybe, I don't know.
What are you doing? What are you doing, you wild creature?
It's not working like I would have
What
hoped.
are you doing?
I just wanted to see. I hit the wrong key.
Oh my gosh, how dare you compare
no.
Jason and Tamara?
Yeah, I forget that
Luke.
there are different comparison keys for grid view. And okay, I'm so embarrassed.
I'm
ashamed.
While he's struggling with that, I just wanted to say, do you remember that one we weren't sure if it was a sculpture or people?
Yes.
So Raymond Fitzpatrick took that and he said it's a sculpture by John Buckley and it was left in a field. That's all he knows. And he said, thanks for the 5 stars.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow. It seems so human. I was sure it was real
know.
people.
It was
Me
very
too.
creepy. This is a bird's house. You need a property release for this. So I'm going to have to go buy that.
Oh, this is a kind of a cool mood.
I feel like I'm going to get mugged.
Yeah, he's a teenager. It happens.
Yeah, they all wear hoodies.
This is a pretty
As I'm
pretty
wearing a
picture. I like that a lot. Fluttershy. Cool.
Here we go. This is similar in many ways to this shot. They're both kind of taken in a tunnel. They both have a subject, but this one, there's a lot of contrast with the subject. And I think that makes the shot so
I'm
much more
sensing
powerful.
a picky vibe from you.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a pick. It
Okay.
feels, I love that they planned it out. They kind of picked the location. It's silhouetted. It took some planning and effort. Great shot. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey, that's pretty cool, Steven. You got me,
Well,
Steven.
you definitely get 5 stars. I'm thinking another pick.
Oh, whoa. I like
it's
the
an evil
angle.
building.
Yeah, it looks very spooky. I'm going to give you 5 stars. I like that you found this line. I think that you found that interesting. Let's see if you blew out the snow here. That could be tough. No, you've got detail in the snow. That's good.
Yeah, the exposure's perfect. I would just feel like it needs a focal point. Like maybe just hang out there and maybe some
Yeah.
ducks will come and
I
land.
love
or,
ducks.
Yeah.
Maybe a llama.
It looks like it's snowing here. It's kind of a very wide, like
It's pretty.
Breaking Bad style landscape
I
shot.
like it. I like it a lot. Look at this dog. Just unperturbed by the ducks. Thinking about life.
There's a person there too, right behind the dog butt.
I don't believe it. We'll give this 5 stars for the thinking dog. First self-portrait. Gabriel, you did a great job.
Yeah, this turned out excellent. Your lighting is perfect. You're at f11, so you don't have to worry about the focus so much. Really
I
good
like
job.
the
I love
lighting
the
a
dramatic
lot.
mode.
Oh, I had to peek. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I
Sorry,
just saw
Gabriel.
some texture here.
Yeah, you could just dodge that or burn that a little and hide it. Oh man, this is an awesome candid shot too.
Yeah, because see this shadow in his hood? His face would have blended into the tones in the background if it were not for that separation.
There you go.
And that worked really well for you. I'm going to add even more contrast. That's a nice one. Again, put some contrast.
Oh, he's on a horse, right?
Yeah.
I needed that extra context. I also say make sure you use a single autofocus point and put it on the eye because it looks like it caught focus on their jacket. And I just want to see at least a little bit of the horse
Just a little peek at the horse.
because you as a photographer knows what's going on, but I really didn't
we
know.
can see a bit of the saddle, the horn, and we can see his grip on the rein.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're a horse person like you and Sam,
Oh
you'd
my
probably like know right away what was going on.
Can this dog open the refrigerator?
Oh man,
we would be done.
Yeah, my
I've
dog
been
would
wanting
explode.
One of those kinds of dogs for years, but
Huh?
I said I've been wanting a dog that can do that for years.
You
Like
do?
make my breakfast, open the fridge,
Oh, that can cook for you. Well, that's different.
Oh.
vacuum.
Yeah, you're dreaming big. I think what would actually happen is they would just eat all your food and you'd be left with nothing but vegetables.
And
I mean, that's what
citrus
I have
fruit.
pretty much.
Have you ever tried to offer your dog citrus fruit, Sam?
No, should I?
They hate it. Because Sandy,
If you like being mean to your dog.
she always like asks, and sometimes I'll just show her it's something she's not interested in, like a carrot. She wouldn't eat that, so she'll sniff it and be like, okay, I'll leave you alone. And I showed her a lime once, and she was just like, what was that? She hated it. Okay.
I'm giving this Infinity a pick specifically because it's taken with an iPhone. And I like the extra challenge. This is an awesome iPhone shot, right?
Yeah, I like the arrow going towards the car. That's cool.
Yeah, it's all arranged beautifully. No distractions.
Sam, do you have any questions or comments?
I like the long exposure there.
Sure do.
Egg.
Okay, let's
That's a
see.
nice still life.
Troy Hall would like to know
5 stars.
Where?
It's kindness.
if you were to shoot in and around Cologne in mid-May, where would you shoot? What would you shoot? What would you shoot?
Oh man, I didn't find.
There's
There's
like a
the
giant
bridge.
there's like a giant cathedral that was really beautiful
Yeah.
for night photography. There are a lot of like beautiful just streets and stuff. Street photography would be good. Trying to think what else there was.
Well, it's that big bridge. That was like the best focal point.
I wasn't feeling the bridge, honestly.
Oh,
but-
really? Yeah, go to the bridge. Go to like the other side of the bridge, though.
Oh yeah, there's two
Whatever
sides of
side
the
you're on.
bridge. Go to the
Go to the
side
other
you're
one.
not on. And then when you get to that side, whoa, you're on the wrong side. Head on back, buddy.
It was good at sunset.
All right. Ace Photography would like to know, do you guys ever do meetups, like go to a nice restaurant and a bar because alcohol always makes social situations less awkward?
I do like
We have.
alcohol in social situations
Sam,
specifically.
Remember-
I can attest that they have. I've been with them on.
Yes,
some
I
of
was just
those.
gonna say. Remember we went to that Mexican restaurant?
Yeah, we did, and we did it. We went to New York.
Oh yeah, we did
Right.
one in New York. We've done one in Germany.
Well, I wasn't
London?
there for that one.
I know, but you should have been.
I know. We did one. We did one in New London.
Yeah, that's when we had our book signing. Like nobody owned our book yet, so like maybe no one I didn't know showed up. That one kid showed up I didn't know, but he just wanted the free cheese. Remember him?
Oh, he drank a lot of free
He
wine
drank
too.
all the free wine and cheese.
How many people were at that event?
Like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
But
about right.
you know what?
I made 5.
Brenda and why can't I remember his name? A couple came up from like New Jersey or something, and they were just starting photography, and now they're professional wedding photographers and doing really well. And they were like, "We came all the way up here to meet you to ask you what should we do to start photography." And I'm like, "No pressure or anything."
Well, we're coming up on 1 million. I feel like we have to have some sort of event.
What if we threw a big party for everybody?
Yeah, I think that's what we
That
have
would
to
be
do.
awesome.
I like that idea.
Okay. Let's brainstorm it. That sounds like I could get overwhelmed socially in about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, we'll have to have a little private room where you can escape to.
Just bring me a sleeping bag and some earplugs so I can recharge in there and then come out and be like, "Ba-da!"
We'll get some velvet rope and just attach it to your waist and have it out like 5 feet so wherever you walk, people have to stand behind
There
the
are
rope.
other introverts. We can just have a little introvert corner where we'll be like, "Are you so overwhelmed?"
Introvert VIP lounge.
Yeah.
Please, yes, I will be in there too.
All right, let's take a look at a couple of pictures and then we'll do chit chat. This is Chess, and I love this picture. I was flipping through, but I stopped here. I love the
Benjamin.
unique angle, the floor that mirrors
How
everything.
did you get a chess floor?
And also the motion of the people. They're not just sitting there, but she's got her hand on the piece and he's thinking. It's like they're posed.
And the shadows.
He's wearing black. She's wearing white. This
Whoa.
is such a well thought out picture.
I decided to
Awesome
give you a
shot,
pick.
Benjamin. Okay, that is super cute.
Okay, you made us laugh, didn't you? I bet he sees cheese. That's Sandy's cheese face.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a dog that needed medicine. Like he would actually I would have to give him insulin shots, and I would always give him cheese. So eventually when we would let him out, the only way we could get him back in was to call Cheese. And then one day one of the neighbors came over and said, "Is your dog's name Cheese?"
And you're like, it should be. It should be.
Great
This is
Star Trail
beautiful.
shot. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I love this.
I like it too. Again, subject contrast.
It needs a little more highlights.
Are you okay with the tilt?
Yeah,
The correct answer was no.
but I said yeah.
What a nice portrait.
She's so casual. I wish I could be that casual. I'm going to give her 5 stars for being so casual. Uh-oh, we got a Peter Lick coming up on us over here.
No, this legit has the moon in the photo, but then Ali took the moon from another photo and put it in because it was all blown out.
That, you know what? That's so true. You're so smart.
Yeah. But this is one of the reasons the Peter Lick photo is fake, because you don't see that sort of glow around it. Like the light, if the moon is so bright, it lights up the atmosphere a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Fit. Good
Like a
light.
fitness shot.
Good fitness. I recognize Louis Chan's
Louis
photo.
Chan.
I'm a fan of the Chan, and I'm going to give him a pick.
Yeah, because of the geese, right? And just the careful
Mhm.
arrangement of everything. Awesome
Let's
shot.
go to Chit Chat.
Okay. What's Chit Chat, Chelsea?
Chit Chat is the part of the show where we read your ridiculous comments and then we get a chance to comment back. And now we have a new section where we read your nice comments because we appreciate you. Tony, you want to read this one?
Oh, sure. Hey, Tony, great video. I was wondering if you can let me know if you have a video on sexting up the tether in the menu. I just thought it was funny that he said sexting because it's clearly an autocorrect thing.
Do you think that he just says sexting so much that his phone assumes that that's what he's doing? They're like, he's probably, Suri's like, he's talking about sexting again for sure.
Oh, my God. So we published a video on cleaning your sensor, and for whatever reason, Justin had been cleaning something with this can of compressed air, and it was on the table, and we got all set up, and I don't know, I didn't think about it.
Justin.
It was just on the table. It was not causing any harm. I literally never saw it.
It harms my eyes.
But so many people were so upset, like, you can't use a can of
Oh my gosh,
compressed
they
air on
use
your sensor.
profanities. This was a good video, but I don't know why you have a can of air on the table. That is one product that should never be used to try to quote unquote clean a sensor because actually you should know all the
Actually.
reasons I'm about to list off. But the first reason is because 90% of the people watching this video are expletive idiots beyond the actual reasons for not using blah, 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 blah. This person is triggered.
Nobody touched the can of air. Nobody said to use it. It's cool. It's just like there's a globe in the background. We're not like, oh, you're going to use a globe to clean your sensor?
Mr. Nuts. Let's take a little moment for that.
I'm sure this is going to be a good comment from Mr.
Get
Nuts.
back to your iPhones if it's all too complex for your tiny minds
Oh, man.
on our stupid terms in photography video. Just take a joke, man.
You know what? I'm going to call Mrs. Nuts your mom and let her know that you're being mean to people on the internet.
Mrs. Nuts, your son is on the loose. This person said, joint YouTube account. Your balls must have been tied and fallen off. Do you think he's not allowed to have his own YouTube account? Like this is a Facebook thing or something? Do you understand that we run a business together?
Yeah, it's a partnership. I don't know. You just jumped to some crazy conclusions. I don't think
This is an insecure man.
you would
I feel
make a
like.
good detective.
I always feel bad for the men that try to be manly, but they just show how like afraid of their own manhood they are. They're like, woman can't make choice. I'm a man. It's like, whoa, you have
Good.
issue. Steven says, no. Oh, this is about our stupid terms in photography video. No, this video is dumb. Photography should not be dumbed down because people are too lazy to learn how to properly use a camera and the terms associated with it. Steven, chill, bud. We're just trying to make a joke. Everybody remembers when they first start photography, and the terms can be a little confusing. Nobody jumps right into it and is perfect. Everyone's learning photography at some level. And, we can all just kind of get along and talk about it, bud?
People are so upset about this.
I know. They're like all about the stupid terms in photography video. Stefan said, running out of topics. Stefan, I need to get so real with you right now. I will never run out of topics. I'm thinking of topics now. I think of topics in the shower. I write topics when I'm making a topic. I think of topics in the tropics, okay? Stefan, do you think I'll ever run out of a topic?
You really told Stefan.
I have so many topics. You want to read about Dan?
Yeah, this is a positive one. I teach photography, and I've been frustrated by these terms for years because I have to take the time to define them and explain why they are what they are. Now I get to show your video to our club along with shots of scotch. Danka. Yeah, we're frustrated with them not because we don't get them, because we have to teach people these things all the time. And when you have to explain that you're trying to get somebody to enjoy photography, and you have to explain the f-stops and f1.4, f2, f2.8, like, it's ridiculous that you have to teach this way when it could be so simple. Photography is so simple. It's overcomplicated by this ridiculous legacy that we have going back 150 years.
Yeah, and when you're teaching, there's so many nice people that are like, I just like to take pictures. I don't know what that means. And you have to be like, look, I know it seems complicated at first, but you can totally do it. It's just kind of a little bit silly, and you'll get used to it, and you'll memorize it, and you'll be fine. So we're just taking the seriousness out of it.
Yeah, if there was just like a background sharpness slider that you can move up and down, that would make it way easier than having to be like aperture, priority, f2.8, f8.
Number. Okay.
So
what happened here, Tony?
We did a review of some portrait lenses. You might remember, Chelsea. And it was specifically around Nikon 85mm f1.4 lenses. And then
with the exception of a 105, since that's in its own little world.
Like very similar. They were all f1.4 lenses. They were all Nikon lenses. And people are never happy with that. Whenever we do any kind of review, the most common comment is, why didn't you include this other thing?
Why can't you guys just love us for us?
I mean, we did 5 lenses. Did people want us to do infinite lenses?
I felt really bad for you when I was reading all of these, because when you were editing the video, you were like, this is so hard. Let's never compare 5 lenses again.
I know, it's
Let's
so
just do 2.
hard.
The
It gets
editing.
like exponentially harder the more gear you put into it, because it just adds all this extra complexity. And
I think that with this, you have to look at the upside. They liked our review so much, they wish there were more review to like. So thank you, but no thank you.
I wish they spun it like that. So many of these comments feel like it's some kind of conspiracy, like, oh, we've given up on Canon, or, oh, I see how it is. You're hiding the Sigma lenses. What's your issue with them?
I see how it is.
We actually included Sigma, but this guy summed it up. I can't believe you didn't compare every possible lens ever made against every other one. It surely wouldn't have been more than a 50-hour video. Yes, thank you, Gene. Somebody actually gets it.
Gene, you know my heart, Gene. Now the delights. This guy just said, ha ha ha, you are killing it. It's really fun the way you guys teach.
Thank you.
Sweet little thing to say to make my day. Dude, thank you. And this guy said, I must say, I really like this new kind of video you put lately. That's really sweet.
Thanks. We try new
Thanks
things
for
too.
the encouragement. You warmed my heart.
Let's take a look at a Squarespace portfolio. Squarespace is our sponsor. They make it really easy to put up a portfolio. Our friend Sam here in studio uses Squarespace,
Sam,
as do we.
Yes, I love my Squarespace site.
you're good.
And it's good for portfolios or just about any other kind of website. We have a ton of Squarespace portfolios we can choose from today. So let's jump through and find the one that really catches
I
our
remember
eye.
that picture from today.
Oh man, I like the bright colors.
Wow.
They give you a free trial. I'll just log right in. Jonathan Ba.
Oh, I like he has a different format. Keep going, keep going.
Oh, that's like, okay. Oh man, that's awesome. That's definitely eye-catching. I got a portrait photographer here. Dang, that's beautiful. Got some couples work.
I want to go to the vintage woman one.
I think that
Me
was
too.
okay.
Really? That one caught your eye too?
Yep.
Wait, where is it? I lost it. Where is it?
Before the families, I think. Right before the families.
The next one, I believe. There. Ah.
Oh my
Great.
gosh.
Where'd it go?
Was it an illusion?
I saw it too, Chels.
Did you accidentally delete it, Tony?
He X'd it, maybe. It was right before that.
Maybe it's a
Oh, it's
slideshow.
this-
It was this one.
It's
Oh,
this
okay.
one.
All right.
Is it? Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
So
there
nice
it is.
full screen interface. I love the kind of immersive pictures
is.
here.
I
Let's
like
say
the full
Escalade.
screen.
Yeah, I like that too. Squarespace gives you lots of templates to choose from, so your website doesn't have to look like this guy's. It gives you a lot of creativity. Or you can pick this and really customize it.
Okay.
But I will say I'm not a fan of the dropped list. I would
Okay.
just put all the categories, make them top level categories. What's this category?
Commercial work.
Oh, okay. These shots look great.
Nice and clean. Oh my gosh, Jose, are you Puerto Rican like me?
I will say I don't consider real estate to be commercial work. If somebody's looking for a real estate photographer, they would think of them as a real estate photographer. So I might break out the real estate as a separate category. Maybe once you get some more real estate pictures in, assuming you do that sort of work.
But this,
I don't think that motorcycle picture would count as commercial, though. It's more like, it's HDRE kind of. Sorry, go ahead.
this category lets me know I can hire him. I'm seeing a variety of his work. I know he's a working photographer. I like that about it. Okay.
Yeah, but it could be pared down. This last one in particular, the montage of all those different pictures. Okay, those are your real estate shots, but break them out into a separate real estate.
Yeah.
And don't put them all together in one thing.
Okay, let's see your portraits.
Jose does it all.
He does.
These portraits look great.
You got a ring light going, I think. Look at this. What a nice portrait.
Yeah.
Jose, there's no stopping you. What can't you do? I see a few of the same people, so maybe
that one had kind of a weird crop. Like this chin crop upsets me a little. But I think most of these are like just great classic portraits. People would see them and think, okay, I would love a portrait like that. I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
That last one is a strong picture too. You said you saw some of the same person though, right?
Yeah.
So you might just want to narrow it down to like one shot per person.
Ooh. Was in the Navy. Started his photography business in 2013. I like knowing a little bit about you. You're a Canon shooter, so you didn't like our video on the lenses. And you say that you do a variety of different photos, and you give your Insta and I'd like to know, how do I hire you?
I
Do
think
I
he had
call
an
you?
investment page.
Okay.
But I want to see a picture of Jose,
Yeah.
maybe with his camera, but
He
people don't
is
really
a
care about
camera.
your camera gear at all. Not people who would hire you.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Wow, this is great. Suitable for headshots,
Awesome.
resumes, modeling, senior portraits.
I really like seeing pricing sheets. I
On
really think they
location.
help. I mean, people have different styles of their portrait work and the way that they sell their business. But I think having prices there really makes people feel more comfortable calling you because they already know, like, okay, this is what I was expecting. It's kind of in my budget.
I think you're underselling yourself.
Oh, you think you could charge more?
$150? I mean, some of these pictures, like people use these pictures for years and years. $150.
Is that just like the session fee, or is that the actual charge?
It includes 5
pics.
digital images
What?
from a selection of proofs provided. Prints are also
Lord.
available.
That is way too cheap.
Yeah, it's not enough. Your work is great, and you could charge more.
Well, can I ask you, Sam, what you think a price for 5 digital images without prints would be?
So the session with 5 prints.
Yeah. No, 5 digital images, no prints.
Oh, sorry. So, well, same. The session with, so let's see. I would say 500.
Okay, yeah, because here's the thing. You
One
have
more.
to do the work to bring in the customer. You have to consult with the customer. That always takes a while. Then, you're traveling there, you're having the actual sitting session where you're taking the photos. That takes your time. Then you have to go through all of the photos, which takes a ton of time. Then you're editing the photos. I mean,
A lot of people don't think
$150.
about those pieces of
Yeah.
it. They just think, "Oh, I'll just go take a picture," and then they don't think about the time and their time is money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and
that's the
so
part I
he's
think that
charging like
gets lost.
$20 an hour, which
It works out probably to even less than that. I did it once on a portrait session, and I think when I first started, I was not charging enough, and it worked out to be I was like making $1.40 an hour.
yeah,
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 right.
because I think there are people that will say, "Oh, I don't want to pay that." And it's like, "Well, then fine, you get crappy headshots." People need to learn the value of photography, so um
There's also this thing where people assess you based on what you charge.
yeah.
So they'll think a $150 photographer is worse than a $500 photographer, not based on their work, but just based on what they charge. And, you'll attract a different clientele.
Um
I mean,
s-
it's hard to say. It's such a local business. I don't want to like wreck your business by telling you to raise your prices, but it's definitely something to consider. I don't think you're making money at 150 bucks
can
an hour
I want to also talk to you about selling
or per session.
prints as well because um just selling the digital files, people see no value in digital, even though it's a bunch of work to take the shot. They
True.
then think that the digital file should be free. So people will often be like, "Can you just send me every picture?"
I always use
Um,
that cow analogy. Have you ever heard that one?
the what?
Cow and the milk analogy. Have you heard that one?
No.
What is it?
So basically, so basically, they say you have to look at photography where the cow is the digital files, and once you sell the cow, you have no product anymore. You can't make the cheese, you can't make the milk, you can't make the ice cream, you can't make anything because you've sold your cow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like the digital. If people have the digital file, then they don't need you for anything else. The digital file holds the most value.
Well, it's not only that. People that have the digital file have the control. So here's an example. I
Yes.
shot a super cheap shoot for a friend, right? Actually, I think I may have just done it for free, but I didn't want to put the time into editing a bunch. I just did like a few pictures. I tried to do it really quickly, but I'm a perfectionist, so I ended up putting hours into it between planning and shooting. It should have been like a $500 shoot. I did it for free. I won't do it again because I gave her the digital files and when she got them printed, they didn't come out right. It wasn't her fault. But then I have my picture out there in the world with my name on it and it looks like crap. So if I were to do that ever again, I would charge what it actually takes me to do the work, which probably would have been hundreds of dollars, $500, $600, and gotten them printed the way I wanted my photo to look with my name on it, putting this work out in the world saying, this is a Chelsea Northrup photo and this is what I wanted it to look like. And once you give someone the digital files, it's like, they can change, they could edit it, they could make it look ugly. What do you think about that, Sam?
No, I think you're absolutely right. I actually don't even allow any clients to see unedited images. I'll do, and if I do a soft, like I would call it soft proofing, if I do that, I'm there with them, and it's only till they make their selections. And once they make their selections, I fully edit them. But like nobody gets an unedited digital for that same reason. I used to.
Yeah, it's really
And
rough.
same thing, I had the same reaction as you. I saw a big canvas over someone's fireplace, and I was like, I wanted to cry.
Yeah, it will break your heart when you see what someone does to your photo and then
Yeah,
and then they're telling everyone that that's your work, which they might be happy
yeah.
with it, but it's not what you had intended. Okay.
I want to sum this up because we have a lot of good feedback for Jose. I think his site is brand new. I want you to combine about and contact. That can go on one. Put your picture in there. Get rid of the references to your camera gear. People don't care that much. Drop the blog completely. And then promote all these to top level. The top level items should be portraits, real estate, sports, commercial. And then if you want to do boudoir or pinup, you can do that too. But the out and about can go. And maybe you want to do graphic stuff. That might need to be a separate website because it's just a different discipline, the sort of digital art stuff.
And charge more money. You're worth it.
And it seems like you can charge more money
You can
because your
charge
work
more
is
money.
looking great. I hope that helped. Great portfolio, Jose. Thanks for being brave about it. Here's what Jose had to say about Squarespace. Easy and intuitive website to build and navigate. Thanks. We agree. We think it's awesome. We don't screen those, by the way. People just write whatever, and you can go through and read all these, and I bet they're all positive because we've never had
a
anybody
negative
say anything negative. We don't prompt people to say things negative. We don't review it. It's just 100% of people like their Squarespace website. If you want to try it for yourself, go to squarespace.com/Tony. Get yourself a 14-day free trial. Set it up. Just go through your pictures. It's an awesome exercise. Anyway, you can share it with us for review. If you decide you want to sign up, use the coupon code portfolio and you'll get 10% off. Let's take a look at some more pictures.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes left. So we should probably skip through. Watch the fringing here. I know you wanted to get some detail on that sky, but yeah, it's better like that. It hides the fringing some more. That is a great action shot. I love the scale of this, but
oh no, they didn't. There's a little detail in there.
But yeah, we got to restore some contrast there. It was just a little washed out.
Wow.
Dang. Okay, you got to give.
Is this yours for
pick.
real? Are you kidding me?
Let's give him a pick, and we have to give him the benefit of the
But
doubt.
I
It's an
feel like
awesome
I've
shot.
seen this picture somewhere.
It could be. I mean, there are places where they set up this shot for you. Like he might not be an actual fisherman. It might be like you pose and kind of pay for a shot. I've definitely
Looks like
seen
a
that.
dinosaur is sitting on the branch.
Yeah.
It's literally a dinosaur.
I'll give it a pick.
That's
Sun
cool. I like the lines. Yeah.
showers. Oh, I like the framing. Crystals.
That was barbed wire.
That's a ghost.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Great concept. Good.
Give you 5
Good
stars.
adding a focal point to that.
Nice. What a nice expression.
Yeah.
Maybe her skin is a little.
I felt like it was a little blown out. I know it's a deliberate choice there, but dang, that's gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to give them something. 5 stars or a pick. What do you want?
Oh, 5 stars.
Oh, you almost got.
I really like this shot. That's
I'm gonna give
don't
them
you
5
find it
stars.
compelling? Yeah.
You guys really did a great job.
Wow.
I like this, and you know, I think that the white framing helped. I'm gonna give it a pick.
Yeah, it does kind
I like the contrast. I like that. Devil's Tower. What happened?
I feel like they ran into each
Yeah,
other.
he's mad. Oh, the ghost is back. Aw, he's poking the baby.
This is a really nice portrait, right? I
I'm
really
so
like this
jealous of
shot.
those eyelashes.
Right? Me too. That's the first thing I thought.
Dude has some stellar eyelashes. I think I want to give that one a pick too. I really like that portrait. I don't really know what's going on there.
I don't know, but she looks cute. Oh,
They're cute.
okay. Whew. Whoa. That's a cool situation.
Dang, is that an angel? He's like glowing.
Yeah, the suit's a little blown out, but I like your idea.
That's
Mean.
gorgeous.
I like the guitar pointing to the moon. Right above Barnes and
Oh,
Noble.
this must be old.
Whoa, I'm going to give you a pick. So many pictures today and so many great pictures.
Lots
I
and lots of questions today.
Can
too.
do that.
Fantastic silhouette.
Yeah.
Good job.
What questions do you have, Sam, while we go through?
Okay, so while you're chatting, do you want me to just go through some of the comments
Yeah,
first so
yeah.
you can keep going? Okay.
That's good.
Let's see.
Oh,
Crazy Shooter 07 just said, I'm from Stanford. I love you guys.
oh thank you.
Hey, thanks.
We just had dinner in
Um,
Stanford.
Did you really?
We had
Yeah,
lunch.
the restaurants down there. are
Yeah,
great.
there's like a really good taco place across from the Marriott. You should try it. I think it's called Bar Taco.
What's your
Bartok.
Game Shoe says, what's your next Wanderlust destination if that's still happening?
We have a lot of Wanderlust in the can.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we're gonna try to shoot one when we're in Morocco.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
kind of
heading
do
to Morocco
a
soon.
different. We're going to Morocco very soon, so maybe Morocco. We'll see how it goes.
Clearly, our challenge is finding a way to like streamline the production process
Yeah,
because it's really hard to film and edit a travel show. It turns
it's
out.
very difficult to pare
It
down
was
the
so
footage.
good though. I loved it.
Oh,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Yeah, I love it too.
I know, but it
I need to
doesn't-
like take a week off and just go through all our existing footage because
Whoa.
we have so much.
Look at this
That is
picture.
fantastic. Yeah, you get a pick, Glenn. That's awesome.
What else, Sam?
Tommy Papa wants to know, actually, sorry, this is a comment. Tony and Chelsea should do a meetup at Foxwoods or
That's
Mohegan
awesome.
Sun as a
Pick.
location.
Yeah, I thought about because Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun, I think one of them is one of the biggest casinos in the world. I don't really remember.
I think it's not anymore.
It's
yeah.
We got
not.
trumped.
Yeah, it's no
Well, that was a
Oh.
bad choice of words.
Well, they were. They're big. They're a big attraction. But what would we do? I guess we'd have to. People could stay at the casino and they'd have to leave to take pictures. You
It's an
can't.
expensive way to do it, though, I think.
Yeah, I don't really like casinos either.
a smoky way to do it.
A smoky
That's
dope.
true. That's true.
But they do have good restaurants, and we could take people away from the casinos and go to Harkness and
Mystic.
Mystic and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Um, this is an
so
interesting
cute.
question. What cameras are you guys most nostalgic about and why?
I really love my RB67 Mamma Mia.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be nostalgic for me because it's not something I like used and then it got phased out.
Yeah, maybe nostalgic isn't the right term.
I think for me it would be like the 5D Mark II or something because we shot so much of our book with it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah, so it's just like that was just we shot so much of our first stock with that and stuff.
Yeah, and then it died in Montana in a flash thunderstorm.
Yeah, we killed it with water.
And it's the way it would have wanted to go.
I'm gonna give this picture a pick because I like the expression.
Sam, do you have any cameras that you're nostalgic about?
I mean, probably my first one, which was the D50-100,
Uh-huh.
because I bought that thinking I was just going to be a hobby photographer, and that basically brought me to the pro level, and then I upgraded. But I would say that camera, and it died. I mean, I dropped it.
Oh, and that
Oh,
broke it, huh?
no.
I did,
It's sad when
but I
you
still
kill
have
them.
it. It's a paperweight that's nostalgic.
Oh, that's good.
Do you have any more questions, Sam?
Sure do. Chris Harris, any recommendation? He has a paid question. Any recommendation to replace my Nikon 200 to 500? Looking for at least 500 millimeters, but better IQ or faster as an upgrade without spending 500 millimeter f4 money.
Oh,
What, like a Tamron or something?
no, it's ridiculous. There's nothing in between. Like
Oh, that's right. I always forget. I never shoot wildlife with the Nikon.
in the Canon world, you can get the 400 f5.6, which is old, but still does much better than those zooms. But in the Nikon world, there's really not anything that I think is comparable. A lot of people like the 300 f2.8 with a teleconverter on it, like a 2x teleconverter. That can be, but I haven't tested it personally, but that's what some people do. Sorry, I don't have a better answer.
Okay.
That was sad.
I just wanted to flip through. I did another import. I wanted to flip through and see what thumbnails grab our eyes. I really like this.
Me too.
You think this guy's name is really Ben Dover?
Tony,
Like actually Bart
inappropriate.
Simpson.
What else, Sam?
Eva, oh boy, I think it's Carriere, maybe.
Good shot, Jose.
Question for all of you. Is
Ooh.
there anyone who inspires you as a teacher and not necessarily photography, although the person can be a photographer too?
I had a teacher in 8th grade, Mr. Canamella, and I think of him all the time because he was tough. He'd make you do the work, but he really tried to dig in and understand each student and give them what they needed as a person and as a student. He was awesome. He was probably the best teacher I ever had.
I want to say nobody will know Radia Perlman, who was one of the nerds who helped put together like everything the internet is based on. And she just wrote a bunch of books, and that inspired me. Her writing was so good that it inspired me to write.
I love that. How
Yeah.
about you, Justin?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
A teacher that
Teachers that
inspires
Anyone who
inspire you.
inspires you as a teacher that inspired you, a photographer or a photographer that inspires you.
This guy is so cute.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's just gonna sound like, like I'm kissing up to you, but probably you guys.
Oh,
Aw.
I definitely just
Justin.
learned the most from you guys.
that's cute.
Thanks,
Thank you, Justin.
Can you put that in writing? How about you, Sam?
As far as a teacher, I had a teacher, Mrs. Burns, and she same kind of thing, Chelsea. She went above and beyond to make sure that like we learned, and she would come to school on like roller skates. And for photographers, I'm obsessed with Joey Lawrence. His photography is very cinematic, and I'm just one of these days I will meet him.
You should. That's awesome. Any other questions while we go through our last
Yep.
photos here? We're just choosing the ones that look good in thumbnail.
Okay, this is actually a good question.
That's a great picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I pronounced it. Oh, I pronounced her last name correctly. Yay for Eva. She told me I pronounced her last name right. Carriere. Okay.
Nice shot.
Sorry, I get excited when I do things like that. Have you ever had an animal come and touch your camera when shooting in the wild? Mega Zero Miko would like to know.
Maybe a chipmunk.
Really?
Yeah, at the national parks, people feed the chipmunks so often that they'll just run up to you and touch you. Which
I'm
I
gonna chipmunk
discovered the
to
first
my
time
friend.
because I jokingly put my hand out and it ran right up to me. And my daughter was like, "You're magic." And I was like, "Yeah, we know each other." But yeah, that's probably the only time. How about you guys?
I don't think I've ever had it happen.
No, because you're not friends with the chipmunks like me.
No, I'm not
No,
chipmunk
I mean,
friends.
I had to get rabies shots from a coyote once, but that wasn't related to photography.
What? You got bit by a
Yeah.
coyote?
I didn't get bit. My dog got into a fight and there was saliva all over and they didn't know whose it was. And so the CDC made me.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. And that sucked, right? I've heard rabies shots are terrible.
It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be.
It's
It
not
was
as
bad.
bad as like rabies, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically you're dead. So
Rabies
Rabies
wanna
is
pick
scary.
on
Did you know they cured one person of rabies, Sam?
no, really?
There's a whole radio lab on it. You really have to listen to it. They had to induce a coma to get to save her.
Oh, the shot's
I'll have to look into
beautiful,
that. I never knew that. So this was I'm trying to find questions that don't have long answers. Oh, that's cool.
That should be
Can you
me.
guys, Cindy Manigal? No, let me try that again. Maganal. Love you guys. Can you guys make a video on how to set settings for a speed light for beginners? And I think you have one. I feel like I've seen it.
We might.
I don't know that we actually do, but we should. I think the challenge is flashes are just all different.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many different types of flashes, but that's a really common question. It's really something we should address.
We're going to address that.
I like it. Okay.
I think I'd like to I've been flipping through, giving people
Sure, yeah.
5 stars and pics and stuff. And I just kind of wanted to flip through some of the pictures that I thought
Oh, go to the third one.
were great.
That's great. You'll cherish this picture.
Yeah, great character.
Tony
great-
still likes old people was the title, so I guess.
I always like to call them mature faces. I love mature faces.
I love mature faces too.
And I really like that shot. Very cool. Low
I don't know why
angle.
everyone thinks you're drunk today, Chelsea. There's been 500 comments about your drinking
All
today.
the time they think she's drunk. How
I
much of that
haven't
beer
even
have you
had
had?
half of a beer.
And Chelsea can have half a beer and not get drunk. That's all she's had. It's just Chelsea. She's a silly girl.
I'm a crazy wild lady. That's funny because people
From
have
the
called
show start to now, people have been commenting about drunk Chelsea.
and tea is my other drink, which I mostly drink.
Tea. I give this guy a pic. Look at his little guitar. Cute. And then I just love, I love like silhouettes and subject
Yes,
contrast.
you
I
love
thought this was
contrast.
a great little story. And,
And
then I thought this
her
portrait
hair
was
is awesome.
Tons
Okay,
of contrast.
I agree. Okay, thank you so much, Sam, for joining us. We'll see you next
Yay,
week.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
We're going to be here on a Wednesday instead of a Thursday. Wednesday the 14th, it's Valentine's Day, and the theme is love. So see you then, Sam, and see all of you. Thank you, Justin.
Anytime, of course. Anytime.
Tony, thank you for being my co-host.
Oh, thanks so much for the
I
opportunity.
literally could not do this without you. And
I
I
bet
You
you
guys are getting
also
the Valentine's Day thing started early, man. All this sweetness.
She did
I'm just-
accidentally give me some chocolates today. I just opened the wrong package.
Tony opened his Valentine's Day present. And of course, this show could not be made possible without the Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. And you can get your free trial today, no credit card needed, at squarespace.com/Tony. And if you use the coupon code portfolio, you can get 10% off of your entire purchase. So thank you, Squarespace.
Thanks, Squarespace, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.